Well, welcome back everyone for ITC111. Today we start a very famous form, Canada Customs Coding Form B3. The name of it is up here, Canada Customs Coding Form, and you know it's a B3 because down here in the bottom left-hand corner it says B3. So as you can see, it's generally laid out pretty logically. I'm going to go through the various parts of the form itself in a couple of minutes. What we're also going to do is we are going to, as we go through this form, we're going to complete it using the information on the first Canada Customs invoice that you filled out. The shipment for ABC Outdoors from Basketville Outrigger Company. We're going to use that one to get to help fill out the B3. So this document is used within 5 business days. So we have the truck, the plane, the train, the ocean container arrive. It clears customs through that process that we talked about, where the carrier sends information ahead of time, sends it to customs and sends it to the customs broker. Then the customs broker adds the Canada Customs information to the shipment, resends it to customs, and when the goods arrive, the carrier tells customs that the goods have arrived and customs tells them whether they're released or not. When that release happens, the customs broker has 5 business days to submit this document, the Canada Customs Coding Form B3, electronically to CBSA. So we are going to learn how to complete this using information from the cargo control document and information from the Canada Customs invoice. Okay, so what I thought we would do, first of all, let's go, got a bit of a PowerPoint. I'll start with a bit of the PowerPoint, but I'm not going to use the PowerPoint all the way because I like to just go through every field and explain. But this PowerPoint goes through every single field and tells you how to fill out those fields. The PowerPoint though also explains some overviews. So like we said, once a shipment has been released by CBSA, the customs broker has 5 business days. That means not a Saturday, not a Sunday, not a holiday. Those aren't counted. To transmit the final accounting package to CBSA. The final accounting package is the Canada Customs Coding Form B3. CBSA will charge a late fee if that doesn't happen within 5 business days. The customs broker gets a fine. If that doesn't happen within 5 business days, a fine of $25. The payment of dues and taxes is done every month. It's on the last business day of the month, and the customs broker has to pay CBSA all the B3s accepted and confirmed by CBSA from the 25th of the last month and the 24th of this month on the last business day of that month. So for example, this is October. On October 30th, which is a Friday, the customs broker would pay all the B3s they transmitted to customs from the 25th of September to the 24th of October. So nothing from the 25th to the 30th, just the ones from that period of time. Okay. So you've got a booklet. It's actually a textbook. It's called Importing Commercial Goods into Canada, How to Complete the Form B3 when Importing Commercial Goods. And I've given you, each of you, access to a copy of this document. It's on Blackboard. I would suggest you download it. This particular document goes through every single field of the B3 and explains exactly what to put in it. As a matter of fact, this has been tailored to this particular course. As you can see, let me just find one here. Let's see, let's find a field that we don't use. Here we go. For instance, this field here It even tells you, hey, we don't even use that field in ITC111, so you don't have to worry about it. So it's a booklet that's been tailored to ITC111. Although the booklet really helps you, it's basically your textbook. This is the free textbook, and it's good for ITC111, next semester ITA 311, semester after that ITA 411, and then the fourth semester ITA 511. We can use the same book, and you don't have to pay for it. It's free. Okay, so that book is very important. It also says that there is D memorandum D17110. Now I mentioned the D memorandums when I talked about the Customs Act. This D memorandum goes through basically the same fields. It talks about how to fill out a B3. This book here that you're given is basically D17110 put in a little bit more straightforward language. So I would suggest you use the textbook as opposed to D17110, but please feel free to look at that if you wish. Okay. All right. So the B3 is the Principal Canada Border Services Agency document. It's to give all the detailed information about the shipment, much more detailed than is on the cargo control document or Canada Customs invoice. It's used for all commercial entries, okay, regardless of value, although there are some exceptions of that. I'll explain that in a little while. It has 51 fields, groups, and it's grouped into 4 sections. So, part 1 is called the header, which is fields 1 to 9. And that would be field 1 to field 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is called the header. Okay. Now, one thing about the header is you only fill it out once. You can have a B3 that is 2, 3, 4, 10, 900 pages long. But this field here, 1 to 9, is only completed on the first page. Okay. All right. Fields 10 to 20 is called the subheader. Okay, it's underneath the header, so it's called the subheader. And the subheader has information that pertains to the goods that are on this field. Field information in 1 to 9 are general information about the importer and the shipment itself. Physically, the shipment itself. Field 10, the subheader is information about the goods that we're going to talk about down here. So fields 10 to 20 is the subheader. So 1 to 9 is the header. Field 10 to 20 is the subheader. Fields 21 to 42. Okay, fields 21 to 42, 5 times. 21 to 42, 21 to 42, 21 to 42. Here and here. You can see we've got 5 of them, and they're separated. They're identified by these bars. So this is all 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. 21 to 42. This is called the body. So fields 21 to 42, 5 times is called the body of the B3. And then finally, fields 43 to 51 is called the trailer and the declaration. Okay, so this talks about the goods. This talks about the totals. I declare as the customs broker this information is correct, and here is all the totals of duty and GST that is going to be paid to you, customs, on this particular B3. Okay, so there goes the in general how this is set up. We've got the B3 parts are 1 to 9 is the header, 10 to 20 is the subheader, 21 to 42 5 times is the body. That means we can put 5 different items on one page. And fields 43 to 51 and the declaration is called the trailer and declaration. Okay, so those are the parts of the B3. So what we're going to do next video is we are going to go through each individual field. We'll start with fields 1 to 9, and then we will go 10 to 13. We'll stop at 13 for this week, because once we start in field number 14, it starts to get a little complicated. And to be honest with you, I could talk about field 14 for a year. Seriously, I could talk about it for a year. We have a course here, ITCA111, that has everything to do with field 14. We have a whole course just on one little box of the Canada Customs Coding Form B3. So that's why we are going to just go to field 13 this week and learn about what goes in these particular fields. Okay, a couple other things I want to talk about. First of all, you're going to be using this document, this class, next semester, third semester, and fourth semester. So this document never goes away. If we can just learn about these individual fields and what we should do and what we shouldn't do, it really helps us in our future classes, okay? Because the rules we're going to learn in this class don't change. So if you don't make these mistakes, if you make sure that you fill this out properly, you're going to fill out properly all 4 semesters. I have people, I'm teaching 4th semester this year, or this term, and pardon me, and the issue is I've got people who are still making mistakes that they made in ITC111 in ITCA511, and that's not good. So it's important to know that. And to that end, make sure you avail yourself of this book. Okay, it's very, very important. A couple of other things that are helpful, I'll go through in the next video.